Shalom, everybody.
Shalom, shalom. So we can't tell if there's a delay or not, but we're gonna try to shoot this thing off anyway. One of the things I wanted to add to our little channel is, what is your purpose? Because I'm starting to notice a lot of talking with no action. It leads me to believe that a lot of people don't have, or not that they don't have, but don't realize what their purpose is, which everyone has one. Whether it's big or small in their eyes, their purpose could be good for someone else or someone else. But if they don't know, to try to tap into it or try to look for it, whether they're in the truth or out the truth, they're not going to help themselves or anybody else with what the Most High or higher power, whatever anyone wants to try to use, is trying to use them for. So let's get to one of my things. I hate Facebook, but I love it at the same time. I've been to prison before, so I'm going to use it like this. You can be whatever you want to be in the confines of a new home where no one knows you. That's kind of how Facebook is.
Yeah.
You know, people get on Facebook and, you know, some people portray to be things that they're not. Some people are exactly who they show they are. You know, some people are more secretive, don't want to show everything. I mean, I get it. You know, whatever your vice is, but I'm starting to see, you know, just like when I was in prison, you have more talkers than actual doers. And I know that because sometimes you meet people that, you know, you had to meet when you were inside. You meet these people out in your city or state, or you might travel somewhere a couple hours away and, hey, you ran into somebody that you knew. Well, they was top man here, there, whatever. And then you meet them and it's like, man, what's going on? I thought you had business. I thought you this, that, and the third. But now I see you or we meet and you show me something completely different. That's what's going on with Facebook. We don't have actual community. We fellowship with people online that we know. We have visited other places, you know, to see how communities are, you know, and fellowship with brothers and sisters. But what I'm noticing is, again, on Facebook, a lot of these people that you try to fellowship with and you think are on the same page with you, whenever you're trying to go over business with them because it seems like they're business minded, or you want to talk about off grid with them because that's what it seems like, you know, or they speak about it seems like that's what they're doing. When you try to actually contact them on one-on-one level, it's either you don't get contact back, or it's not that serious to them as they make it seem in certain posts. Some people post things like, you know, build, what is it, like build our community, or what's the thing people try to use polygyny for? What they try to say? Nation building. Well, nation building don't just come off of polygyny. Nation building is you getting with different people of your nation and you build together. Simple, the actual word, nation build.
And we do know some brothers and sisters that are
actually
building.
You know,
they're doing what they're saying they're doing.
Right.
And they're actually building their community, or just building their family,
whether
or just building their land.
Whether it's completely off grid or just coming away from the system, out of the cities, you know, whichever way they're building. You know, one of the community that we actually visited, you know, down in Georgia is Goshen. We know they're building. They're starting to get more people on the land. And like on the economic scale, they're out there, you know, with buildings and, you know, getting jobs for people. The leader, he actually, Nasik, Rav, he actually ran for, what was it again? City council,
or mayor, one of those.
Yeah, one of those last year. You know, we can actually do these things if we actually want to, and actually get out there to do it, to build our nation. I feel like we need more doers than talkers. Brother Chris, off of his pages, Following Your Shoe is his page. You know, everyone knows, you know, with Tourist Center, we deal with, you know, the Old Testament. But when it comes to that off-gridding and stuff like that, that brother's not playing. When it comes to how he deal with his wives and govern his house, whether you're an Old Testament believer, believe the whole Bible, whatever, if you're doing it, I can't argue with you. You saying you love the Most High of anything, I can't have no problem with you because we're supposed to be building as a nation. There may be some differences in doctrine, whatever, but if we all believe in the higher power, the Most High, the Creator, whichever you want to call him, the Most High God over everything, I can deal with it. He does, I'm telling you, complete off grid like how we are. I mean, complete off grid, and he fellowships with certain brothers, and he's getting it done. One of his phrases that he coined is getting shit done. A lot of people they're not doing that, and I don't know every Israelite. It would be stupid to act like I do,
Right.
but the ones that we do know and the ones we put on our page and the ones that like and make comments and stuff like that, I feel like they should be also. There's a lot of sisters out here right now that in this crazy time that's going on, they really need a covering. Um, Not saying that every sister want to just marry a brother because he has land or whatever like that, or every brother wants to marry a sister because she needs covering.
Right.
But if that sister's going through things and she's not financially able to come out, or maybe she may have some children, whatever it is that she may need a covering, if you're well enough to where you can bring her to your land so that you can have a covering, so she can have a covering, I feel like brothers should invite them, even if it's hey, I'm not saying I want to marry you, sister, but you and your children, y'all can come. The children can learn some trades out. You can help the brother with his gardening or whatever. If he has a wife, you can help her. Just it can go like that. That's nation building.
Right.
The child can help clear some land, help feed the animals. Whatever it is, it can be done. Right now, me and my rib, Mama Bear, we do this alone out here. We try to get the older, our older children to come out. A lot of people they're not feeling it. But
That's fine too.
Right.
I mean, we understand that off grid isn't for everyone, even though it may be the best situation for some, especially with the times that we're in and the times that we're heading to. But yeah.
The time that we're heading to is getting darker. A lot of people think that since they're not as crazy on lockdown and stuff at this moment, they feel like everything is back to normal. Everyone's
Right.
doing their regular thing, which takes me back to the Facebook thing. People post it's their Facebook. They post it, and our Nat Turner's Facebook page, which is for forever our legacy, brand, our name, what we stand for. It's our legacy. That's what we're trying to build. It's all about what we're really trying to do as far as nation building.
Mm-hmm.
The people on Facebook, they'll post about anything, and it's mainly our people, like our nation. I don't have just random people on our Nat Turner's page. Our old pages have friends, family, some Israelites, whatever. But Nat Turner's is mainly all Israelites. And we did that to get away from all the crazy, just random family talking crazy and just random pictures floating on, just random people talking about nothing, going out the weekends. We want to get away from that. But I'm starting to see now that even in our community that a lot of our so-called woke brothers and sisters, they're starting to look a lot like the world, which I don't understand because your page, not saying your page might not have, some funny stuff here and there, that's cool. But if only thing on your page as an Israelite brother or sister is just stupid jokes all day, or you taking pictures of inanimate objects in your house because you're trying to, show people your home, whatever it is, it's not doing nothing for our people. You're talking about things that are having nothing to build with our people, but yet the minute someone gets shot in the street, you want to follow the crowds and fake protest and jump out there like you're about our people, but yet all year long before the person got shot and killed in the street that you did not know, nowhere near your community, ready to go out there and damn near get killed for it, you didn't want to go and build with a brother that was probably an hour away, 30 minutes away, and actually start building. Actually go through maybe gun training, self-defense training, so you can take it back to your people closer to you to actually learn how to defend and how to be an asset to your community for real. And I don't understand that. You have elders and we have mores that I speak to and that I know and I follow. These brothers are really about that life. They really go city to city, state to state. When they get time off, if they're not working their business or their job that they happen to have to work for right now, whatever it is, they actually are being something to build our people, whether it's a small scale or large scale. We got our brother Sar, and I'm telling you that brother, he's bad when it comes to that self defense. I do self defense, but he's a monster. He's a beast with that thing, and he has security like in different cities, states, even starting to do some overseas. And he's been doing it for a long time, him and his family. But he's a brother. He's part of the nation. He's a woke Israelite. He's a little rough like me. But when it comes to the Most High power and His people, that love is genuine and it's serious. A lot of people might not take him, too holy or righteous because how he is. But I understand that brother because I'm the same way. Um, I just don't understand the lack of community when it comes to a group of people who are woke to the knowledge and claim they're there for their people. And that's where it brings to what the portion of this, and I made a playlist just for this. We're going to start having these talks, is what is your purpose? What are you here for? Everyone's here for something, again, whether you're in the culture, you're not, whatever. You're here for something. You know what I'm saying? We're not all here just to, when you're young, yeah, you have to work your little jobs you can. You're young. It's different. But at some point in your life, your brain should start working to, okay, what am I here for? It is not just to go to work to make somebody else richer and die. Maybe some people are workers, some people are business owners, some people have their mind for entrepreneurship. Okay, if you don't and you're a worker bee, cool. How about you get a business with a brother that knows how to be an owner, and then you do it with them. Now you're either 60-40 in with this brother, or 50-50, or 70-30, whatever your portion of work going to be. But now you're a partial business owner. You can work in the business because that's what you love to do, but you're working for your money. You're not working for someone to come and take all your taxes out every week you work. You're working, making this person millions, helping make this person millions of dollars, and you're maybe getting 30% of what you really deserve out of the $1,000,000 you made that month for that person. All that money can go to our people, and everything seems like it can't be done or whatever because enough people aren't coming together. Like, it's taking us a while. Like I was saying earlier, I kind of got off track. We're out here alone, just as some other people that's off grid are at the moment. It takes things longer to get done whenever it's just two people. It can get done, but it takes a long time to get done. Versus you having 10 people, it's gonna get done 10 times faster. So on and so on, 20, 30. The more people, the better, the more you can build. Now, if you have 20, 30 people, and a year later, things still look the same, you have 20, 30 lazy-ass people, and you might well cut your losses and start over. You know what I mean? And at that point, it's like you're working backwards because you had to feed these people. Y'all had to eat. So you're just using a resource without making an income. Not clearing land, not getting animals, when 20, 30 people should be able to accumulate everything that they need. One person on the lawn service with 5 of those people or 6 of those people on that lawn service, y'all should be able to pass off enough cars and make enough money to get a couple more lawnmowers, maybe another truck, where now you send 2 crews, then it's 3 crews. It can happen, but you got to assert yourself. You have to be consistent. Consistency it beats everything. You're consistent at weeding somebody's yard long enough, or so many yards, they're going to tell everybody you're weeding everybody's yard. It's not even cutting grass, just weeding. Whatever it is. Yeah, these bugs are trying to, do what they do. That's every day. They've been attacking us out here. But just like today, we just got done, doing our morning workouts and our training as usual, and we took care of the animals. So we decided to come and sit with you. Now, if we had more people out here, we could have some children out here getting stuff done. We could have showed you what they were doing and what some of our daily chores are while we were doing this. But the lack of, extra people, you kind of have to rearrange things for time and stuff like that. We have to leave off the land for whatever it is we may have to go do, pick up supplies, whatever it is. If there are people here, something that we need to get done could be still getting done. Well, we're gone for an hour. We come back. It will be more progress of what we left an hour prior. So when we come back, we just kick back in. That's when it comes to that nation building. Your purpose should be to want to help the next person out to get yourself better along while you're helping them get along. And especially when it comes to our culture as Israelites. Everyone is screaming. Now I'm not going to try to speak about everything on this one, but I speak I speak my real about stuff like this all the time. Now, and I was like, I gotta do this online. I see a lot of people do it. I don't want to feel like I'm trying to piggyback off of everybody else, but it's a serious thing. A lot of people don't speak about what your purpose is. They speak about a lot of things, but a lot of people haven't tapped into their purpose, and that's a big problem. Again, when it comes to this nation, because we can't keep talking about we want change, but no one's willing to fight for that change, real change. You know what I'm saying? Not we're gonna do this for a week or two, and then we're gonna go back to what we were doing. Like every time someone gets shot in the street, everyone's all riled up and everyone's all crazy and all that, and they're so passionate. As soon as the media says not to be that passionate or it's not that serious anymore, everyone goes back to their regular crazy posts, and they're not talking about anything that's useful, nothing. But yet somebody dies that you don't know a million miles away, you up in arms. You ready to go out and do what everybody else is doing. We're supposed to be a set apart people, not a part of the regular people. That's not how the Most High told us to do it. So you don't want to be set apart. That's fine. You have your choice. Don't act like you're set apart. Let us be able to find each other. Kind of like, you got righteous brothers and sisters, then you have someone that got on the garments, but they're not really righteous. How about you just move yourself aside so that the real righteous people that really want to build can actually find each other? Because right now, trying to sift through all the extra matter, like finding diamonds, out in the water, in the mud, is making it harder, and even more harder that more people are finding that the Israelites, thinking that it's just something to jump into. It's making it harder for us that are actually trying to live this and be about this and really help our people. It's making it harder for us to find each other, because if about 5 to 10 so-called righteous people hurt you, mess you over, give you a bad taste, now when that one righteous one that is really good about it, now you're looking at them sideways like, I don't know. And it can make it hard. That's why I try to put my phone number out on Facebook. And, I tell brothers, contact me. I've had so many that contact me maybe once or twice, say they want to learn or say they got some stuff they want to build me on. I'll talk with them. We'll speak. I'll start going scripture with them. After one, two of them good scripture conversations, I don't hear from them no more. They answer my phone call, send a text. Yeah, I'll hit you later. I'm busy. But yeah, I see you on Facebook doing nothing. That's fine. You grown. But let's not play, because I don't like to play. You know what I'm saying? Keep it real with me, and I'll keep it real with you. I want to build for our people. I want us to grow. We need each other, all of us. You know what I'm saying? We're here in North Carolina. We're everywhere. We're all across the 50 states. We also have some over in Africa. We have them in Israel. We're everywhere. Everyone within, I'm going to say about 50 miles of each other, should have somebody that they can speak to or reach out to in case there is an emergency. Something might happen here on our land. We don't have not one brother or sister that we can contact within an hour distance that we can be like, hey, we need to get here or we need to come there. And it's not because they're not there. It's just because they're not serious about the unification like they put. They're unified for their community or their area, but when it comes to somebody else and actually building a connection, a resource to one another, our people don't get on that like they should. Like we have some in, what is it, Kinston or is it Wilmington? I think there's a community in Wilmington and
Charlotte.
The one in Charlotte, and I think there's one in New Bern somewhere, or there's some guy together in New Bern where we went down one time for the one brother, Kai's uncle was living. So, but when you try to reach out to these, you can't. When you try to reach out to these people, it's you can come down to fellowship with us, but it's like, well, okay, we'll try to get down there, but we need an open line of contact. We call each other once a week, twice a week, just to see an update on each other, just in case, because you don't want stuff to go real bad, stuff get shut down, things go bad, you start marching the streets. You have to be pushed from your location with your family. Now you want to make a phone call. Well, brother, we've been trying to call you for like 4 months just to get a recap on what's going on in your land. You didn't want to contact. Yeah, we got food stores. Yeah, we got this, we got that. But you haven't made a brotherhood or sisterhood with us. We don't want you to come to our land because we don't know you or what your people are about. And that's where stuff can be a conflict. And then it's like, do you help your brothers and sisters, or do you not? Are they going to be a danger when they get here and not want to follow in order what the land is and how we got our route? Is it going to be a struggle? You don't know if you're not around these people. You don't talk. You don't get a mingle with each other. You don't get a feel of each other. That's a major issue. Um, One of the things I want to start doing, we were speaking with a sister yesterday, and she, Monty, and she was telling us, she was like, since y'all do training and stuff too, have you thought about doing like a little online thing? We'll train from the land and, kind of show people what we do and they can get on with it. We might do that, because it sounds like a great idea. Just not sure when or whatever, because we're still doing our building. I don't know if I want to take the extra 2-3 hours just yet to do a good training class, because I would like to do a virtual one where I can show real time, hey, this is what we're doing, because we get up early. We get up about 7 o'clock every morning and start our day. Training first, then everything follows. So I don't know if I want to make it to where we're over there on the bags and we're training, weight training, cardio, whatever. I want to be able to show the class what I'm doing and then stop and look at my phone or my tablet or whatever and look at them doing it. So if they're doing something wrong, I can say, hey, this is what you need to do. Hey, this is what you need to do. Plant your feet, do this, whatever. I want to be able to be like hands-on through the virtual world. So, we may or may not do that, but y'all will know. And it'll be, the video will be posted on YouTube also, but it'll be a virtual class first. No, I don't want to ramble on, but this is what this portion of our channel is going to be. Like I said, I made different playlists so people can find their favorite videos faster. This is going to be under What's Your Purpose? It's important to find out what your purpose is. If not just for you, but for a person that may need you. That's important, because you might not need somebody right now, and they might need you. What happens when 5 months down the line, something goes wrong with you, and you may need them? That same person that you picked up, they may be able to pick you up. We can never think that we're so big or we're doing so great that we can't fall. It happens to great people all the time. You have people that be millionaires, and the thing you know, they're smoking crack on the streets. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? You could be. Don't take what you have for granted, and whatever you can do to help others, you should do. Just don't be a fool with it, but you should help who you can. If somebody bites you in the hand a couple times, all right, I'm going to have to leave you alone, but at least try. Don't stop pushing the word. If you true to this, give it to the people. Even if they don't want to hear it, give it to them some more. And then once the seed is planted, let them go along. Eventually, maybe they'll call you back. If not, you did your job. You warn the people. You don't want the blood to be on your hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's Ezekiel 33. I love that scripture. The blood is on our hands if we don't do what we can to warn our people. And that's why I try to help the best way I can. We are going to be trying to get more people out, because we ain't going to have a lot of land. We got 3.9 acres. That's a lot of 3.9 acres. A lot.
Yeah.
We have a game area that's already cleared that we use. We already got deers out here running around on it. But then we have like the area you see us sitting in. Me and my rib have been clearing this. People that have been following us since December when we first came out just to do our clearing. This land was full of trees, right, and high bushes and crazy jungle man vines and all kind of craziness. But we cleared it to where it's habitable for the vines are Tarzan crazy. They're thick, fat, they're everywhere. Then you got the one with the thorns on it. We're not even gonna get into all that. You know what I'm saying? But we cleared it to where it's habitable for us. We cleared it to where we're about to finish clearing so we can add the mobile home that we just purchased and put them out here. But we got it where the animals are comfortable. We have just extended their cages. We're gonna cut in some more to extend our garden. We're gonna extend some more so we can make the chicken coop bigger. Everything. We're gonna clear a good area that's just for the what else we say we getting? Cows. Whatever it is. She's trying not to let me get a cow. We're gonna get cows out here, and a couple horses. But we got 3.9 acres. So right now, what y'all see us sitting in is it's a little less than a quarter of an acre, but it's manageable, and it's so much space that we have. But we have all behind you over there and over there, still about a whole 3 acres left to clear. And we've been doing it by hand with chainsaw. While I'm chainsawing, she helping me cut it up so we can burn it. And what you're seeing, I burn, bro. I don't know if you can see it. Move your head, baby. Yeah, like that right there. So it's work to be done. There's a lot of other families that's coming off grid who may want people or are vetting people now to be able to come out to the land to live with them and habitate with them to help with the work and clearing and stuff like that. Imagina, so I'm naming names of people that we actually watch that are doing great stuff for our people, and they're great examples. To me, I feel like they're great examples, and me and my rib text them out. Imagina speaks about patriarchy a lot, and it's the man running the home as a man for real, not, oh, I'm a man, but my wife has to go to work and you make 50% of the money. No, I take care of our home. We have our own small business, which is Forever Our Legacy, which if you go on www.foreverourlegacy.com, you can see what we do. You know, our different businesses, I'm not going to speak on here, but we're going to do a little streaming playlist for that too, so y'all can see what fresh items we have, self-defense items, natural soaps, jewelry. You can see all the stuff that we do. That's the type of work that my wife does. But leaving off to go work for someone, have to ask somebody else when she can have a day off, all that, you know, that's not real patriarchy. You know, and you know, having seed to leave your inheritance to, all that stuff Imagina speaks about, and then if you can have a brother come out, maybe he can't afford land right now. Maybe he can come out like I have 3.9. I can tell him, hey, look, I can't give you a whole bunch of my acres, but if you want to come out and work for like 3 years, we come up with a price. You this half an acre, you can have that. We'll fence off your area. We'll make marker lines. We'll know this is your area. Once your two years is up, or working the 2.5 years, you work up to that price. That's your area. You don't have to leave this land ever. You know what I'm saying? It's yours. If there's a disagreement later on down the line, something like that, I'll buy it back from you. Whatever it is, you know, because things happen. You know, let's not get in a fairy tale like it will be just all great. You never know, because men are men. You know, when anything can happen where, hey, look, man, we're going to split ways because whatever it is. But you have to write that man. He worked for the land because he didn't have the money. Now you need to pay this man, or something needs to happen so where you can get that portion back. You know, that there's ways that this thing can be done, but our people need to learn to build and work together. That's one of the biggest problems. Our people are not, they'll build with any other nation and love it. Go spend all their money with other nation, but won't turn to their brother to sell them the same thing for maybe $1 or so higher because it's more expensive for our people to get certain things. Because we don't make this stuff. But they'll go to the person to get it for $2 cheaper. That's not your nation. You just made them a little richer. But when the war comes down, they're going to be okay. We could have been building ourselves up. And right now, it's kind of tedious and it's kind of tiring to keep hearing and seeing people speak about the same thing. And so many people are not trying to even get on board with what we really need, which is economic stability for our nation. If we don't get that, we're going to continue to go through the same stuff over and over. We're going to continue to be consumers. Stagnated, right. We're going to continue to be consumers. We can't continue to be consumers, not of every other nation but ourselves, because we're not building ourselves up that way.
We know there are a few other families that we know of too.
You name them out. She's better with names than me. I just named the ones that come off my head that I'm constantly following. You got them on your head?
Not all of them. Let me see. We got we know of what's this HOQ?
Oh, House of Colette, HOQ. That's my guy. They're off grid. They're off grid also. They came out a while ago, but he makes the shirts also. What is it? HOQapparel.com. I believe it is. I guarantee you type in HOQ.com or something, or HOQapparel.com. I guarantee a site come up. Who else we got? You did. You opened this part up. You did that. I didn't name what I could.
Well, it's a few people. We don't know if they have some of the people. We don't know if they have a YouTube or anything like that. David and his family.
David Burdett.
Yeah, his family. Sister Chava and her husband.
Chava, right? I don't think they have an actual channel though, but yeah.
Right.
I can't remember her husband's name too.
I can't remember. I always say her name wrong.
Who?
Shahara.
Sahara. I think it's how you say it. That's how I be saying it. They make the Scully caps and stuff like that. Right.
Well, yeah. And also they have other jewels and stuff, jewelry that they make as well. Naughty Life is their YouTube channel.
Right.
The Naughty Life.
Yeah.
They're building their tiny home, and they're gonna be
Right now.
right. So
What's that
we
family
have
out
families.
in Texas?
Texas.
The one you be talking to, or you speaking to? The lady they got the they be killing the rattlesnakes, the copperheads.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't think of her name. She's
We
a doula.
We'll get them on. Right.
She's a doula. I know that.
Out in
And
Texas.
yeah, I can't think of her name, but I know she's a doula. She's on Facebook under her. The beginning of her name starts with doula.
And,
But yeah, they're off grid as well.
And they came out. They
Large
didn't come
family,
out,
right?
Right. They didn't come out just $1 million and stuff like that. No, they came out and we watched them, build their first house. Something happened where it blew down or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think when they were building,
They built again. It's not going to always be just easy. A lot of people want to
Right.
wait for the right time to come out. That right time when you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go next week. Well, everything can come down before that week comes. Then what? You say, what do you say? A prudent man foreseeth the evil. Can't get the actual scripture out of my Proverbs 3. Oh well, that's another good scripture because you can't just wait till the last. You can pull it up. You can't just wait till the last minute or when destruction comes, and then oh man, we got to do something. When you had a whole year or two prior, to do something about it. Just like right now. Okay, a lot of people was laughing at me and tripping when I kept talking. When I started buying stuff years ago for coming off grid, at least about 2-3 years ago for off grid. My baby was like, man, what you doing? You trying to move to the woods? What? To the woods? She was not trying to hear that at all. But I'm like, yeah, get our own land, be out there, and just do it. She's like, yeah, okay. Well, I started buying stuff. Like we got 275-gallon totes right here for water with the whole system set up. Bought the wood burning stove. Just started buying stuff. Tools. We got our aerator right here for when we actually do a big garden. I can just drive through with the lawnmower and it'll kick up the dirt for it, till the land for us. I was just buying stuff. I was buying stuff like lawnmower that don't take gas. The old push one, like I got right here, you just walk with it. Because it could get bad to where you can't get gas for your lawnmower. Then what? You're going to let the grasses grow up so high? No, you have to still do something. Get your machete, get your weed. You have your regular chainsaws, get a regular axe. Because when you got to cut something, there's no gas. Another reason why it's good for solar. You know what I'm saying? So that could, you might got generators, but what happens when the generators can't get gas? You got to still better, if you want power, you got to better make power somehow. We have lights out. Like we have when I say we're off grid, we're completely off grid. There's no water system back here, nothing like that. We collect water, like these. I don't know if you can see, like there's one barrel here, but we have, you can see at least one of them in there. Yeah, we have like 6 of those, 7, because one of them is just for the animals' water. We catch their own water, and also we have a creek that we go to get water also. And we have a creek on the back of our land, we just haven't cleared back to it yet. Well, we have a creek right on the end of our land right here. And, we're going to eventually dig a well here.